All right, just make sure it's recording and go. All right, so new update. This is going to be awesome. This is something that I thought when I put this one together, I was thinking, okay, what this one is. Um, so like the V-track clusters, you know what that is. So it can like when 0, 5, or 2, 7 hit, it can be any of those to create this. But on this one, this is what I like to follow a lot. But before I get to it, I will say that Michigan, you are still due. You are out 28 draws on the combined. Michigan will be getting a hit from this any draw now. It should have already happened, and I think it's still the only one at 1%. So that's only like 24 box numbers. I would expect that to be dropping here any draw now. So if you're in Michigan, if you want to play Michigan, there you go. I wanted to talk about the new one. So this is the new one. So it's Van, V-Tracks, A-Tracks, and Neighbors, 2 keys. So anytime you have, like just focus on the Neighbors for right now. And you'll see here that there's 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, all of them combined, right? So, and what this means is obviously Neighbors 1 and Neighbors 3, right? Neighbors 2, Neighbors 3. So look at this. So like Neighbors 1 and Neighbors 3 have not hit in 15 draws. Okay. So think about that. So last time it hit was on 321. It's out 15. You can see it hits pretty often, and there's some gaps like that. So this right here gives you only 36 numbers to start with, and it includes doubles. So, and what this is just a 0 or a 1, because that's what Neighbors 1 is a 0 or 1, and then Neighbors 3 is a 4 or a 5. And that's what I have here. So what I'm saying is that there has to be a 0 or a 1, and then there has to be a 4 or a 5. See, on the V-track clusters, it can be 0, 0, it can be 0, 1, it can be 0, 0, 1, it can be 4, 4, 4, 5. You see what I'm saying? 5, 4. But on here, I'm saying that one of these keys will be used and one of these keys will be used. So, and it's pretty cool because I've been following that kind of stuff for a long time, and I've actually got good wins doing that. So what you can do with that though is, maybe you don't want to narrow it down to just one, unless it's like a heavy hitter one. Some of these do hit more than others, but you could take like 2 or 3 of them, maybe one from each group, right? Maybe one from each group or something, and then put those together, and you'll have, what's nice too is a lot of times these within here, they'll, obviously they just will repeat, you know what I mean? Like one, like a 1. Anyway, so like, okay, so like on here, Neighbors 1, 3 is due, but also A-Tracks 2, 3 is due, right? Okay, so A-Tracks 2, 3 is different. So let's just keep this one open here, and let's just go ahead and do another one. So this one is going to be A-Tracks 2 and 3. So A-Tracks 2, the 2 is a 6 and a 9. And then the 3 is a 2, 2 or a 5. So I'm saying there has to be one of these or one of these, right? And it is a 2 or a 3. And look at that one more time. And that's what it was, A-Tracks 2, 3. Okay, so what we have here is the Neighbors, and now we have the A-Tracks one. So this gives us 36 numbers. So what I could do with that is I could take these 36, bring them over to, okay, what you're seeing right here, this is my starting point for tomorrow's Wisconsin. I think there will be a 2 or a 6. I'm going for that because they're both very due. So I'm going to go for that. Okay, so all this other stuff is just X'd out. So let's just go ahead and throw in this Atrax 2-3, but let's also throw in the neighbors 1-3. The neighbors 2-3, I'm sorry. Or wait, which one? Yeah, 1-3. Okay, so I'm going to grab these as well and put those in there. And that will be, I'm going to put them together though. I'm not going to put them separately, like right here. I'm not going to do that. You can't do that. So there you go. I'm going to start off with those. So instead of 100, I'm going to start off with 34. That's not bad. See, now I was able to take from 2 of the top ones due, right? So 1-3, and I took 2-3. Now over here, it's not really showing me much, but if you go to midday, maybe it will be showing you something. So, okay, and midday, 1-2 is due. So if I wanted to, and also 2-4 and 3-4. So you could, take a variety pack of these and then, have a much greater chance of hitting, but still reducing pretty well. So this one here, 1-2 has been out 12. So how often does that hit? It's been out 16 here though. Oh, it's been out 29. And also, like, well, what is this one? This is 1-2 is a 0 and a 5 and a 1 and a 6. So I'm actually kind of surprised that that's been out that long. You think about it. Or like, okay, what's this one right here? That's a 1 or a 6. No, I'm sorry. 1 and 3, that would be a 0 or a 5, and then a 2 or a 7. So just like in my head, I wouldn't think that would go out that long. So that's why I think it's best to take a couple different ones here and go from there. So like 3-4, neighbors 3-4. So neighbors 3 is a 4 or a 5, and neighbors 4 is a 6 or a 7. So that hasn't hit in a while. And that looks like a good one. So I could do that one as well if I want to. So neighbors 3 and 4. I'll just go over here and just do another one down here. 3 and 4. So it would be a 4 and a 5. And then 4 is a 6 or 7. Start. And I'll take these to just kind of give myself a little bit more room. So I had 3 different groups. Good chance I'm going to put that also in here, not in its own. And just one of these from this group is going to hit. All right. So now what do we got? We're at 42. Okay. So that's probably a good start. I'm still new to working on this thing. I'm going to see which ones over the course of the next couple of days, see which ones, how I can read this. I'm pretty excited about it because I've always wanted to track it like this. So go ahead and check that out if you want to. And that's actually midday alone. That's pretty crazy. So look at this. Like, look at that. I just would never think that a 1-6 and a 2-7 would be out that long together. 30 draws. It's crazy. So that is a new thing. There's going to be a couple other updates I'll talk about later. And I'm pretty excited about that. So this is what I'm starting with tomorrow for Wisconsin. And I was able to hit Wisconsin box today. I had it down to literally one number. I first initially had it down to, like I showed in the video last night. If you watch that video, you'll see what I did. But I did not have the winner on that page because what I did at the literally last like 10, 15 minutes, I took a look over at the straight tracking to see what was going on because I knew pair some 9 was due. So I looked at this straight tracking quick. I wasn't trying to play straight because I didn't have time. But what I was doing was to see if there's anything showing me anything. And immediately, this is what I seen. I seen that the purple was out. See, this is what I won on today. I played 4-5-8 box 5 times. And so what I did, and that's all I played. And what I did was I played the purple, but then what I noticed that the purple, I noticed that the 2A was out 28. And I'm like, well, okay, well, let me look and see. So what I did is I looked down through here and I noticed that when the purple hits, a lot of times it was hitting with the 2A. See that? So that was hitting with that 2A quite often. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for it. So I took that and I had my original 15 numbers, but then I took that and I had played the purple only. And 17 is what that's the only one I focused on because 17 was yellow in the chances charts. And then I took the 2A right here and I just did that little bit of filtering and the only one left was 458. So of course it could have not went my way, but it did. And I'm very happy for that. And you can watch the video on that. I talked about the Colorado one. I also had Colorado down to one number and that hit as well. And that one I could tell that there'd be a 0 or 2 because that Trinity was a due on the on Lotto odds, and then also Parisum 9. No, not Parisum 9. Yeah, I don't remember everything on that one. It was really fast though, so I wasn't like crazy confident, but it hit, so it's pretty sweet. And then I was going to talk about something else. So this is what I did for that. And I was going to say something else. This is the main thing here I want to talk about. Oh, if you look at go to the news right here, you can see some new stuff here. I just noticed that Peyton has got some pretty awesome stuff here. He's got an updated do list, extended list, and Cynthia's got some stuff as well. So look at this do list here. Pretty cool. I'm going to take a peek at Wisconsin. So it gives you some of his filters and what's due. Most due is up here, and then what hit is down here, most recent. And then down here, you got some pretty good stuff here. Like the Parisum 8 and 7. That would be the ones. 8, 7, 10 are the ones I would focus on. I do not really play 6, 12, and 11, so it's hilarious that hit. After I just talked about that last night, how I'm not going to focus on that. But at least I got the 9 today. So this is really cool. And then I think I'm going to start a folder up here just for Peyton stuff. Let's see, go to the extended one here. So it's a little bit more stuff here. You got pairs now. You got 8 tracks and stuff. So it's updated. Pretty awesome on that one. I haven't looked at those in a while. And then it's also for the pick 4 and pick 5. So pretty cool. And Cynthia's got some stuff here on triples and false triples and stuff. I haven't looked at that one yet though. So that what I want to talk about, and then I think that's going to be pretty much it for now. Just wanted to show that stuff, and then I wanted to say, if you get a chance, you can go, if you're not on the Numbers Exchange for Facebook. I don't really go on Facebook, but if you on the Numbers Exchange, you can, lots of freaking really good people in here. And here's where I posted my win. And I talked a little bit about that and what I did. And you can look at that stuff. So if that's what you're into, let's see. Let me get off of there for now. I wanted to say something else. I was going to talk about the pick 4. I'm not going to talk about any of that right now. I'm going to talk about, again, at 3, you'll notice here, once again, SB pairs. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Evening here. C3 was at the top. 3 hit. So, pretty awesome. These things really, really rotate fast. So, now 12 is due for the evening. And then for the midday, 11 is out 18. Tomorrow, I think I'll play 11, 15, 1, and 12. I think those would be good. Okay, 1, 11, 12, 15. 1, 11, 12, 15. And I'm throwing 9. Go back over here. I'm just going to play them all together. I'm not going to break all that down right now. 1, 11, 12, and 15. Those will be my, one of these have to hit then. That's what I'm saying here. So I'm at 42, and that will bring me down to 29. So I like it. So tomorrow, this is what I'm going to focus on out of the gate for Wisconsin right here. And then I can look at keys that are due. Our key pre-sorted, we got 2. 2 is getting up there. I like that one. And then I would look at midday alone. 5 and 6 are way up there, but man, we haven't had any of those. I do have a couple 5s here, but I like that too. Right there, maybe one of these. So, and then looking at the sums that are due, I tend to not look. I forget about this. This is actually really useful. If you look at between 14 and, I think 25 days would be useful. You do like 20 draws. I'm sorry. So we're at Wisconsin combined. You're going to notice, like, look at the ones that haven't hit in 20 draws. You got 12 and you got 15. Those are some key players right there, obviously, right? So, and I guess you could say maybe one of these, but 12 and 15. And it's no different if you look at the midday. You're going to notice that 15 right there. And then I always kind of like go back and look at like what sums are due to see. Forwarders at 22 and 21. We're at 500 draws though. I'm going to combine 4 and 21. Is that 21? That maybe that one would be a good one to play tomorrow. I'm sure I got with these 5s here is probably a 21 in here. So I'm not going to try to break that down. This will just be my starting point for tomorrow. And that's what I think I'll do. Like, no, because like I could say, 11 is going to hit, and then I could say one of those other ones will hit with it. And I'm thinking maybe at the last second I'll do that just to see if I can get something really low. But I think that's it for now. And then tomorrow I'll have a couple more videos on a few updates that I think are going to be really, really useful. So, really useful. So I'm going to shut her down and have a good night and have a good day. Bye.